The African nations are witnessing a spate of military coups, and after Niger, which went through a coup just a couple of months back, Gabon is now the latest nation to in fact witness a coup where a group of senior military officers have announced that they've seized power in the country. Minutes after the presidential election results were out, giving Ali Bongo a third term in power, the military takeover in Gabon was announced live on the television channel Gabon 24 by a group of Gabonese military officers. Now, the officers claimed that they represented all security and defense forces in the African nation. They've rejected the election results, announcing a closure of all borders until further notice. The group has also announced that state institutions were dissolved with immediate effect. The military coup has come just hours after the presidential election results were in fact announced by the State Election Committee. That declared that President Ali Bongo Ondimba had won the elections with nearly 64% of the vote early on Wednesday morning. Within minutes of the announcement of the election results, there were loud sounds of gunfire which were heard in the center of the capital, Libreville.
On this day, August 30th, 2023, we, the Defense and Security Forces, meeting within the Committee for the Transition and Restoration of Institutions, the CTRI, on behalf of the Gabonese people and guarantor of the protection of institutions, have decided to defend peace by putting an end to the current regime. The general elections of August 26th, as well as the truncated results, are cancelled. The borders are closed until further notice. All institutions of the Republic are dissolved.
Now, according to reports, every vote held in Gabon since the country's return to a multi-party system in 1990 has ended in violence. The clashes between the government forces and protesters after the 2016 elections had killed several people. In anticipation of the post-electoral violence, many people in the capital have in fact fled to other parts of the country or have left Gabon altogether. Before polls closed on Saturday, Gabon's government had announced a nationwide curfew and also had cut off internet access. Now, with military officers announcing a takeover of power and dismissing the election results, uncertainty prevails in the Central African nation. Ali Bongo was first elected in 2009 following the death of his father, Omar Bongo Ondimba, who had ruled the country for a period of 41 long years. France, which has economic interests in Gabon, has said that it is very closely monitoring the situation. Remember, France was also an erstwhile colonial power in Gabon. The French Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne has said that France is following events in Gabon with the greatest attention. The France, of course, had ruled over Gabon, and its influence in Africa is seen to be undermined by a series of coups that have toppled French-friendly governments in Africa. Meanwhile, China has said that it is also monitoring the situation very closely. The Chinese spokesperson has called on all sides in Gabon to resolve differences through dialogue and to restore normal order as soon as possible. China has also called for the personal safety of the deposed President Ali Bongo. Now, Ali Bongo Ondimba had visited Beijing in April and had met with the President of China, Xi Jinping, who declared him to be an old friend of the Chinese people. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.